4,300, 4,400 meter pass. We are outside of the town of Chile, which is pretty much at the beginning or on the east side of Colca Canyon. We drove here today through all kinds of different weather. I mean, we had sun, we had hail, we had snow, we had mud. It was kind of crazy, but beautiful. A lot of off-road, about 180 miles. Our first order of business was to find the hot springs. So we found them.
It feels so good.
They are delicious. We've been spending the day exploring Colca Canyon. We spent last night in the agua thermales, and then this morning headed down into the canyon. Sort of accidentally, when we were looking for snacks and water, got invited in somebody's house to have some lunch, and he gave us some water, and it was pretty nice. We ate some alpaca, and then we climbed out of the canyon on a dirt road and headed for a geyser. This place is really volcanically active. For example, this morning we woke up, and as we were driving out, a huge plume of volcano smoke was coming out, and now we got this huge geyser behind us, and there's snow-covered volcanoes everywhere. The water is super deep, but there's all kinds of rocks going through it. We're taking kind of a shortcut, but it might have been a little too short because this road ends right in the water. Yesterday was a good example of how plans can change. In the morning we were confident that we were going to go into Bolivia, so we went to the Bolivian embassy, waited for a long time, waiting for the Bolivian Consulate to open. They're already a half hour late. They're supposed to open at 8. Combination of factors decided that we were not going to go into Bolivia. But since we were next to Lake Titicaca, which is, I guess, the highest navigable lake in the world,
yes.
We did a loop around a peninsula that sticks into the lake. Got into a little more than we were expecting with the loop, off-road, but it was beautiful. And then came back to Puno, and we were thinking we were going to go to Arequipa to get some parts. We need tires and chain and sprockets. But then it's several hundred miles out of the way, so we made a run for the border with Chile, another border with Chile, Tacna, and eventually Arica. That sound right?
I think so.
On our way to Tacna, we got caught at 5,000 meters in a whiteout snowstorm.
At 5:30 in the evening.
At 5:30 in the evening.
I thought we came to South America to escape winter!
And eventually ended up driving in the dark, in the snow. And then finally found the switchbacks. It was a touch and go on whether we were going to set up our tent at 5,000 meters and just wait it out with icicles coming off of Lauren's hair and nose. Made it down here. We're at 3,500 meters now. Got here at around just before 8 o'clock and found a nice spot to camp.
Behind some gravel piles hidden from the road.
And today I think we're going to drop down even more, and I think It's going to change from snow to desert.
You can get a bowl of soup and all of this for 4 soles. After almost a month in Peru, it is time to finally move south to our next country. They let us into Chile, we didn't have to pay anything. All is good. And it's the desert.